Hey everyone, I thought I would take a moment to make a quick video to show you one of the most useful tools I have had over the past year when working outside. And first, I'll give you the apology I always have to give everyone, which is when I'm around the animals, especially at night, they tend to get really vocal. You're going to hear, there we go, right on cue. You're going to hear the roosters crowing and the hens start to make noise. So I may have to keep pausing, so I do apologize for that. But yes, the most useful tool I've had over the past year has ended up being a flashlight. So I want to go over a few features for you while we're inside in the good light, and then I'll take you out into the dark to show you actually how it works. So this flashlight is by a company called Olight, and I have become a fan of theirs over the past year. They make a lot of good products with good features that are usable for everyday functions. Now, this particular model is called the Seeker 4 Pro, and it is one of my favorites. I use all of my lights. I am not just like a collector that just sits on the shelf. I use all of my lights, and this one I have picked up more than just about any of my other lights. So that's why I wanted to share it with you, because it's been the most useful, or at least one of the most useful. So, couple of great features. It is solid. It feels good in the hand. It is heavy enough that you feel like you're holding a piece of quality material, but it is not so heavy that it's a burden. It is light enough that when you put it in your pocket, it's not a big deal at all. Now, it comes with an included holster. I do not use that. I do not use it as a holster because, as I said, I keep it in my pocket, but I'll show you how I do use it. So this flashlight charges with the included magnetic charger, which is super convenient. However, if you so choose, if you put it in the holster, you'll see at the bottom the magnetic charger. When you put it in the holster, which by the way, it fits nice and tight. When you put it in there, it's not going to come out. You can then use the USB-C charger on the side. So it can charge two ways. Again, the magnetic charger that it comes with, or the USB-C charger. Now, the magnetic charger just snaps easily on the bottom, super easy. It also obviously has a strong magnet on the bottom, so I can put it to like one of my metal shelves or something upside down and it holds just fine, or even sideways coming off one of the metal walls. And that makes it super convenient. Now, the most unique feature about this, which I love, is this dial on the top here. You can completely adjust the lumens, the brightness of the light. You're in complete control by using that. So I'll take you outside and show you now how that actually works. Now, this light, this particular model, is in OD green. That's olive drab green. It comes in black, blue, and various other colors. Here's one of the others. I keep this one out here in the shed coop. This is how I was telling you. See, that's the magnetic charger, but you can stick it to any piece of metal and it holds just fine. So you got many different options to choose from there. So let's go outside here in the dark. And I'll find my way through here, hopefully without falling. There is no moon out tonight, so it is a perfect night for demonstrating this to you. When I turn the light on, when I first press the button, the light does not come on yet. You press the button and the indicator, the battery indicator light will come on, and this is showing me that it is fully charged. Now, when I turn the light on, I can do that by just simply holding it in. Now, what you see through I'm taking this video on my iPhone. It looks a lot brighter than it really is. The lowest setting when I held the button in is called Moonlight. That's only 5 lumens. The reason why I love that feature that many other flashlights don't have, their low level is a lot brighter than that. With the Moonlight level, it's only 5 lumens. So what I was talking about earlier, this does not disturb anything. Again, this is much more dim than what you see on the video. I can go into the coop, I can walk around my property. I'm not disturbing anyone inside. I'm not disturbing the animals when I use this. It is just bright enough to walk around. So like most flashlights, you could hold the button in, which I'll do, and that's low, medium. See the different levels? So you got low, medium, high. Those are the preset levels. And as you toggle through those, it will show you on the indicator on the left. Okay, low, medium, high, and then if I double click, that's turbo. Now, I could adjust this the second way. That's why I was telling you inside, you can use the dial which I just turn with my thumb. It feels so intuitive as you hold it in your hand. It is so intuitive. You feel good just turning that with your thumb, and you're completely controlling the light level down to the individual lumens you want to see. And the lowest I said is 5 lumens. So on turbo, so you can get to turbo by just simply turning the dial, getting it all the way up, or once it's, on even a lower setting, if I double click, it automatically goes quickly to turbo. Now I like that because as I'm walking around, if I see something or hear something on the property, I could quickly turn it to turbo to look around and find out that maybe it's just a deer or a raccoon or something like that. Now you can, like many of the Olight lights, you can double click to go straight to turbo. You could hold it in to go to moonlight, or you can triple click to use strobe. Or as I said, you use the dial and you could choose your lumen level. This is up to 4,600 lumens. Don't even play. That is more than you're ever going to really need in everyday life. So I have over 2 acres. This is just one corner of my yard, but as you could see, it lights up the entire yard. I have no problem seeing what I need to see, or I could turn it down just enough to see as I walk without disturbing all the animals. I often, when I'm outside, I love to peek in on them and just make sure that everybody's okay. Now, you'll see here, yep, there they are. There's my bachelor boys. When it gets warm like this, they love to sleep outside, and they cuddle up together. So these are 3 roosters here, and so anyway, that's what I typically do. I'll run around, I check on everybody, make sure everybody's where they belong and that there are no problems. I love their food, water, things like that. I can get all around the property. I can see anything I want to see, or as little as I want to see at a time. Now I will include the Amazon link so that you can purchase this if you so choose, but I will encourage you, do not pay full price. This company puts things on sale several times a year. Just watch the price and make sure that it's on sale. Once it's on sale, snag it while you can. This is probably going to be one of the most useful lights you're ever going to have if you're anything like me and you live the same kind of life I do, where you work during the day but you got plenty of chores to do outside at night, and you want a light that is flexible for you so that you don't have to disturb everything, but yet you could light up your whole property at one time for security reasons, or just as I said, when I'm checking on the animals or looking for deer, whatever it is. So I hope that you get as much out of this light as I do. As I said, it is one of the most go-to lights for me. So if you have any questions, leave those in the comments. I'll be happy to answer those if I can, and hope you enjoyed it. I hope everyone has a great night. Take care, everyone.